Chromecasts, Chrome boxes, and Roku boxes do quite a bit to help those of us without smart TVs stream media easily. But sometimes you can't escape the fact that many users just feel way more comfortable on Windows. Or they want to do things with computers that limited OSs can't do. That's where the mini PC market comes in. I'm EposVox, here to make tech easier and more fun today, taking a look at the Access Plus Stick PC and LYNK Multifunction Remote from Azullle. We looked at their Byte Plus before, which was a full-fledged PC compared to what we have today, but they're still similar concepts. When they found out that we had moved into a new apartment, Azullle wanted to sponsor our new bedroom media streaming setup. We didn't have any plans for it yet, so I was excited to see what new product they have to offer. The Access Plus is a stick PC. Literally. The whole PC is crammed into the form factor of basically a flash drive. This makes it super portable and easy to hook up while being low on power usage and having more ports than the MacBook Pro. But it comes at a performance cost too. The stick itself contains a 64-bit quad-core Intel Atom Cherry Trail processor, either 2 gigs or 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage. This is enough to do basic 1080p web streaming, but don't expect to do any sort of epic gaming on this or anything like that. In the box, you get the Access Plus itself, a power brick, and a short HDMI extension cable. That extension cable is important because you most likely won't have the clearance to fit this giant stick into the port on your display, or you simply won't want the weight of the stick pulling down on your TV's HDMI ports. I sure didn't, so I've been using the HDMI cable. Connectivity on the stick includes an HDMI output, which is just built into the stick, dual band Wi-Fi via this antenna, and Bluetooth 4.0, power button, Ethernet jack, and a USB 3.0 and USB 2.0 port, a micro USB port for charging the device, headphone combo jack, Kensington lock, and a micro SD card slot to expand the storage up to 128 gigs since it has so little built in. You can, of course, use the USB 3.0 port for such storage expansion as well with a big O hard drive. The Wi-Fi is impressive for the device's size, but it maintains a worse connection to my Synology RT2600AC router downstairs than any laptop that we have. Hulu and Netflix streams that buffer or stutter for a minute on the Access Plus load up no problem on the laptops. However, if your Wi-Fi network is well optimized enough, you shouldn't have an issue. I place an extender upstairs for a different reason, and the Access Plus has been connected fine to it, and I've had no troubles. The USB ports allow you to connect external hard drives, keyboard and mouse setups, or even a webcam for Skype calls. They do have a Logitech webcam bundle going as well. Or you can set up their new remote. They sent out their LYNK Smart Remote with the stick, and it's a pretty sweet little remote. This has a built-in microphone, air mouse capabilities, so you can use it kind of like a Wii remote to navigate the computer's cursor, and a backlit keyboard. Nice little blue here if you can see that on camera. Might not be able to. It's a pretty neat little concept, but the keyboard symbols resemble an Android keyboard remote more than a Windows one, and it can be a little confusing to use, but it's quite handy and takes up much less space than my big old Logitech K400. Plus, the LYNK can act as the microphone for Skype calls, learn IR codes from your other remotes to replace them, and do quite a lot of cool stuff. Just make sure you change out the batteries once it starts disconnecting. I apparently had a set of very used batteries, and I went through like 3 pairs of batteries thinking my remote was defective due to terrible range to my screen. I finally got a truly new pair in, and it worked perfectly again. It was an embarrassing email conversation I had with my Azullle contact as I was saying their remote didn't work, and then he's like, "Did you change out the batteries?" Went through a few sets and suddenly it was working. Whoops. This is a pretty slick little media TV combo. We've been using it basically since we moved up until now. It takes up virtually no space, makes no noise since it's fanless, although it does get a little hot if you touch it, and allows us to easily stream our media to the TV. We've had some issues with performance from time to time, but they seem to be mainly related to Microsoft Edge giving us problems. The DRM for highest quality streaming from certain sites isn't supported in Chrome, so I've been using Edge to get higher quality, but then Edge kind of acts goofy, or other issues are mainly just Windows being Windows. If you're looking for a more powerful streaming device than something like a Chromecast without throwing out a ton of cash, definitely consider the Access Plus. However, I would have to recommend you for sure go with the 4GB model. Also, if you're interested, Azullle is running discounts on their boxes on both Amazon and their own website. I have links down below.